Thank you very much.
Elon Musk! Oh! This is a made-up crime.
It's nice to win. Next time, if we go up even a fraction of what we went up.
From strange to stranger, that sums up Donald Trump's cabinet. He's named a few more people to run the US government, and it's all that the media can talk about in Europe, here in India, in Africa, basically all over the world. We generally do not cover government formation like this. We cover the campaign, we cover the results, and that's about it. Such an intense coverage on cabinet picks is rare. I mean, can you name Britain's defense secretary or China's finance minister or India's attorney general? Chances are you can't. But you know that Trump's Pentagon chief is a Fox News host. It shows the sort of power the US wields in world affairs. It also tells you how they dominate media narratives. There are so many reports, so many leaks, so many insider accounts, so the whole thing becomes riveting to cover. Of course, Trump's choices have added to the intrigue. Meet his pick for Attorney General, the man who will head the US Department of Justice, sort of like America's top cop, the FBI, the Drug Enforcement Agency, all of them will report to him. And his name is Matt Gaetz, a congressman from the state of Florida. Even Republicans are surprised by this choice. One lawmaker said that he was stunned and disgusted. Another said that Gaetz has a better shot at dining with Queen Elizabeth than being confirmed by the Senate. And yes, he is talking about the late British monarch. John Bolton called this the worst cabinet pick in history. And Bolton was Trump's national security advisor, a longtime Republican. I'm sure you're wondering what this outrage is all about. Well, listen to Gaetz's resume. He ousted a Republican House Speaker in 2023. He was investigated in a sex trafficking case. He was probed for sexual misconduct and drug abuse. And he once invited a Holocaust denier to the US Congress. That should give you an idea. But Trump says that Gaetz is a gifted attorney, someone who will reform the Justice Department. Which brings us to his other pick, Tulsi Gabbard as Director of National Intelligence, basically America's intelligence chief. Now, Gabbard used to be a Democratic congresswoman, but she supported Trump this time. She was also America's first Hindu lawmaker, and her politics? Like Trump, she wants Washington to withdraw from foreign wars. She opposes military aid to Ukraine. She also wants US withdrawal from Syria and Iraq. Interestingly, Gabbard met Syrian President Bashar al-Assad in 2017, right in the middle of the Syrian civil war. In 2019, Hillary Clinton claimed that Russia was grooming her, sort of like a deep state Kremlin candidate. Many Republicans are unhappy with this choice, with Tulsi Gabbard, but she and Gaetz may find it hard to get Senate confirmation. At least 50 senators need to approve their appointment. On paper, this should not be a problem because Republicans have 53 seats in the US Senate. But a number of them are privately concerned, and not just about the cabinet picks. Look at this report. It says the Trump team is planning a purge at the Pentagon. They're drawing up a list of officers to fire. Even Joint Chiefs of Staff are said to be on this list, especially those appointed by Mark Milley. Now, the Joint Chiefs are the heads of different military wings, like the Air Force, the Navy, or the Marines. And Milley used to be Trump's chairman of Joint Chiefs, sort of like a chief among chiefs. He later called Trump a fascist to the core. So Trump wants to root out his appointees, it seems, and that may include his successor, General Brown. Trump's allies have asked if he got the top job because he was black, so expect a churn at the Pentagon. I'm sure US rivals like China and Russia will be quite happy to see that. Trump himself was in Washington yesterday. He was invited to the White House by President Joe Biden. No animosity, no tension in the air. It was like two old golfing buddies chilling around. Take a look at this.
Well, Mr. President-elect and former President and Donald, congratulations. And looking forward to having a, like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So
Good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much. And thank you very much. And politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Jill.
And how did the talks go? The White House says it was substantive and cordial, which is frankly a surprise, because not very long ago, Trump called Biden the worst president in US history, and Biden compared Trump to Hitler. Yet the two men had a cozy fireside chat. I guess that is politics for you. But before going to the White House, Trump met with Republican lawmakers. They have won both houses of Congress, the US Senate and the House of Representatives. So Trump will have absolute control in Washington. And what will he do with that power? Well, he did drop a hint. Listen to this.
I suspect I won't be running again, unless you do something. Unless you say, he's so good, we have to just figure it out.
A third term in office. Is that even possible? Legally, no. The US Constitution caps the presidential terms at 2. But constitutions can be amended. You need 2/3 majorities in the House and Senate, plus approval from 38 out of 50 states. Realistically speaking, it may not be possible. Only one US president has served more than 2 terms. Franklin Roosevelt in the 1930s and 40s, and he had a good excuse to do so. First, the Great Depression and then the Second World War. Donald Trump does not have those excuses, and his supporters say he was joking anyway. He also joked about his new friend Elon Musk. Listen to what he said. Elon won't go home. I can't get rid of him. Again, we can tell he was joking, but some members of Trump's team are actually concerned. Musk has visited Mar-a-Lago almost every day since Trump's victory. He's also joining his calls with world leaders. Musk is in those calls between world leaders and Donald Trump. So the Trump team says he is overstaying his welcome. One of them said that he was acting like a co-president. Well, too late now. Musk has used X to peddle his importance to Trump. It's as if his support pushed Trump over the line. So a lot of campaign insiders are unhappy. They feel that Musk is stealing credit. Frankly, this sounds less like a cabinet and more like a palace council. We can't wait to see who Trump picks next. Perhaps Captain Haddock from Tintin will head the Navy. And that would send shivers down China's spine.